10 days. This corona hitting, the second wave of corona hitting the life. Far too many ideas, suggestions coming from people from all around. And one gets real tired. What is right and wrong, and remain actually and end up in a very confused state of mind. So I simply remembered once sitting in the Access Institute of Business Management college when an expert was giving a presentation on how to sell an idea. I sat for the entire lecture and I was focusing on the slides shown by that expert. So today I'm going to share what I remember from his presentation, how to sell an idea. My friends, have you ever approached your boss with a red hot idea for increasing efficiency only to have him become resentful instead of enthusiastic about it? Have you ever found your wife or your neighbor good advice? If this has happened to you, you know what I mean and what I am talking about when I say that most people resent having people's idea forced on them. When someone approaches us with a new idea or a new suggestion, naturally our instinctive reaction is to put up a defense against it. We feel that we must protect our individuality, and most of us are egotistical enough to think that our ideas are better than anyone else's. There are certain tested rules, my friend, that expert was telling, and what I remember for putting your ideas across to other people so as to arouse their enthusiasm. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. And in that he said the rule 1 is use a fly rod, not a feeding tube. People won't accept your idea unless they can accept it as their own idea, unless they are convinced what has been suggested is actually the same thing they were thinking and they wanted to do it. I remember in army, one of the general during the briefings, he used to end up by a very regular statement of his, as to say that I am the most powerful man in the world because I control the most powerful men in the world. Beautiful. I feel the best way to convert myself into an idea is to plant it in the others casually, to get them thinking about it on their own account. When you want to, something like that, when you want to sell someone an idea, I feel that take a lesson from the fisherman who cast his fly temptingly near the trout. He could never ram the hook into the trout's mouth. He never does it. But what he does, he can entice the trout to the hook. Don't appear too anxious. Just bring your ideas out where they can be seen. Have you considered this ever? Try it now. It's better than this is the way. Do you think this would work? No, never. Nobody likes to be coaxed or forced. And here what we should do. Let the other fellow sell himself on your idea, and then he will stay sold. The rule number 2, he said, the slide said, let the other fellow argue your case. He instinctively calls upon to raise some objection to save his face. Give him a chance to disagree with you by presenting your own objection. The way to convince another, says the presenter, the expert, is to state your case moderately and accurately. Then say that of course you may be mistaken about it, which causes your listener to receive what you have to say and like as not turn about and convince you of it, since you are in doubt. The another technique he discussed is to sell the other fellow the idea as his or her, but not yours. You give me an idea the other day that started me thinking. You begin at a committee hearing, as the speaker says, he would remain. He gave example, and in a committee meeting, the speaker remained silent, the main speaker, until everybody had their say, and he just kept on making notes. He used to keep on making the notes on all the points given and of all objections. When everyone else was argued out, he would simply say, "Gentlemen, it seems to me that what has been said here can be summarized as follows." And then he would present his idea and sell them. Everybody thinks that it is the summary, it is their idea included, they've heard it, it is actually their idea. Some poet has said very beautifully, "ऐसी है मेरे यार की जादू निगाहियां, सबको गुमा यही है कि मुखातिब उन्हीं से है." My master's eyes are so magical that everybody thinks that they are looking at him or her only. That's how you sell an idea. I was reading some Satyajit Ray's biography or something, and I remember that when he never is not used to be satisfied with the scene in his movies while directing, and to remedy the situation, he would tell the star, "Wonderful, wonderful, but I could see when you hesitated that brief instant that you were thinking about the possibility of playing the scene down a trifle more. So shall we try it once, the way you were thinking?" And the actor used to feel good. But the aim was Satyajit Ray had his own way. He wanted to perfect scene what he had in his mind. My friend, rule 3, ask, don't tell. This is the idea of the most famous salesman of the world, named Patrick. He was a politician unknown when first elected to in the parliament, but every resolution be introduced was passed. Listen to him in the famous liberty to death speech, he said, and see how he uses questions to get his ideas across. A speech, and see how he used questions. Our brother are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? Shall we supinely on outbacks? What is the gentleman's wish? What would they have have ultimately? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of the chains and slavery? All these questions are basically asked by that astute politician to sell his ideas. My friend, remember, try saying the same thing in positive statements and see how it would invoke antagonism. When you put your ideas across with questions, You give the other fellow a share in the idea. You don't tell him. You ask him for the answer. You are giving him a chance to sell himself. You try next time, give an idea, keep these three simple rules. I'm sure you will be able to sell the idea very comfortably, and everyone will be enthusiastic to receive it. Thank you very much.